3 points. Well, it's not 3 points, but we got a dub at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. I did call it 1-0. It wasn't, but it was decided by 1 goal. Arsenal, what a great victory. Now, obviously, there's 2 legs to this, so it's not over yet. But we beat Portsmouth in a cup competition. We beat Chelsea for a cup competition. Obviously, it's not over, but I think this is a great step towards silverware. We're not going to have no more bottle jobs this season. I can sense it. This is a different Arsenal. You can see the way we're playing, the way we're holding up the ball. You can see as well the transition from defence to attack. I'm going to talk about a few things. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the game?
I think it was a really good game from both teams. I think, to be honest, you have to give Chelsea credit for kind of sticking in that match, because I was talking to Cass during the game. I think the press that Arsenal were given was suffocating, and I love that about us. Like, as soon as you lose the ball, we're straight on it in a flash, and looking to capitalise, that kind of thing. And then, like, at the latter stages of the game, look to kind of control things, bringing Marino on, that kind of thing. But I think it was really good out-and-out performance from both teams. I think I'm glad that my striker got a goal and an assist, but yeah, we're going to unpick that in a second. What about you?
I think it was a good game. I knew Chelsea would be hard away. I've always said it. We do struggle. We've had 2 draws the last one to the Bridge. And even though Chelsea have had a new manager, it could be a distraction, but they still managed to get 2 goals. Obviously, it was by Garnacho. I wouldn't call it a lack of concentration. I feel like, they were pressing hard. Their best player on the pitch by far was Esteval. He was actually ripping Timber. I was like, that's the first time I've seen Timber actually, I wouldn't say struggle, but he's a bit 50-50. Yeah. He gave away a silly challenge which got him a yellow card towards the end. But overall, for Esteval was their best player on the pitch.
He's still a teenager. What a player.
Yeah, I know. He's a sick player, man. I'll be honest. I would love to have him at Arsenal. If I had to say, he's definitely better than Madueke before anyone comes for me. But yeah, Gyökeres, he got a goal and assist. I mean, great for his confidence as well. We saw Zubimendi bag a sick goal. But I just want to talk about one person in particular, William Saliba. If you noticed, he was given some great balls from the back, not like lobbed ones. I'm talking like through the ground passes. Like, he almost gave Zubimendi an assist in the first half. And then there's like one drop of the shoulder he gave in the second half as well.
Middle of the park as well.
And then he attempted a little top bins goal. And the last time I seen him score a top bins goal was his first actual proper season at Arsenal against Bournemouth, or when the pink kit. But yeah, I mean that Saliba, I haven't seen it for. I don't think I've ever seen it. Where he's going up pitch and being a bit more creative with the ball, passing, trying to shoot, and it's positive.
Speaking of positive, I think it's only right that I take the lead on this one.
Go on,
Victor Gyökeres.
Yeah, man.
I think great hold-up play. I think he was in the game. I think when I saw a stat early match about his touches, I knew it was going to kind of be that thing where, when they show the stat and they show the numbers, it's going to be low. But it just goes to show that no matter how low your touches actually are, it only just takes one touch to kind of control a game or change a game. And I think that he'd done that, obviously, with his goal. And I think him kind of just being in and around those areas, which is what we were discussing off camera, is what's going to separate him from kind of the general strikers to the great ones. I just think being able to pick up that loose ball, which he did, being on the receiving end of Sanchez's butterfingers, which is nice. And I think, providing the assist for Zubimendi and stuff, being in the box, being a problem, dragging defenders, using his body to shield, that kind of thing. I think against those defenders as well, who are quite aggressive in Chelsea's team, I think it's exactly the approach that I wanted him to take, and I'm so glad that he did it. And that would do bags for his confidence. Again, goal and assist at the Bridge. It's not easy to go and get that, especially for someone in his form. So really happy to see Gyökeres kind of get the goal and the assist, and I was screaming. I
think to add to that is the way Arsenal plays with a false 9. Victor Gyökeres is not a false 9. He's an out-and-out 9. Havertz never played striker before he, moved to Chelsea. He was more in that central midfielder, that creative role, that number 10. So it's very hard to Gyökeres to adjust because he's just not that type of player. So I think a lot of Arsenal fans missed that. And you know what I noticed in the game as well? There's a lot of passes where he was actually through with a run, and like Saka, for example, like in the last 5 minutes, he just avoided passing to him.
And we've said this before. We've spoken about this before.
Marino as well. I'll actually give credit to Marino. He gave a few passes to Gyökeres where he could have shot and scored. But again, as soon as Gyökeres gets the ball, it's like flies on poo. There's like 3-4 defenders and midfielders on him, we almost got a penalty. Unfortunately, we didn't. And obviously, he was offside. But Marino, he almost scored a sick goal. But that toenail of Sanchez saved them.
You have to say what a save.
Yeah, it was a great save.
What a save.
Because that was a banging volley. The connection, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever. So it was almost a goal. But I think it's very positive for Arsenal. Obviously, our next game is Nottingham Forest. We're going to be doing a match prediction for that. And on Tuesday, we have Inter Milan. So far, it's looking really good. I feel like if this was Arsenal last year, I don't think we'll be saying the same thing. It would either be a draw, we probably would have lost, more injuries. But the amount of back fours we had to reshuffle, and we still continue to prove the doubters wrong by, winning these games. Okay, they're not by huge margins, but the win is what you want, whether it's 1-0, 5-0, 3 points, or going into the next leg with an advantage. That's what you want as a football club and as fans.
And it gets you trophies at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Again, same thing that we said several videos ago. If it was any other team, you get a bunch of fans saying, that's exactly what champions do. And I think we have the right to say that now.
Yeah.
That's the mentality of champions. Even whether, like I said, like getting a point away at a different ground, like City or something, that's still a point that we may not have got last year.
Yeah.
Those 3 goals that we scored at the Bridge this year, we may not have got last year. I mean, for goodness sake, we didn't even get it last game.
Exactly.
There was a mentality shift. And speaking of mentality shifts, Ødegaard.
Yeah.
I was very, very pleased that he's finally, and Cass has been really frustrated with this, him not pulling the trigger. He finally has been doing that.
Yeah, he's been shooting. He's testing Sanchez. And you know what? Kepa, okay, conceded 2 goals. He had a great game as well. He was saving some shots. But Ødegaard, he looks way more comfortable now. I don't know if it's the presence of Gyökeres or, having Zubimendi, but there's something different about him since he's come back from his injury.
Knowing that maybe Eze's lurking over his shoulder as well, that kind of thing.
He's trying to go for it now. And that's what you want to see from your creative player.
And your captain as well, So I predicted 2-0.
Yeah, I said 1-0. But I mean, I was obviously close because I said
I'm going to say
1 goal difference, which I'll take that. So
I'm going to say that I was close because Chelsea ended up scoring 2. So someone scored 2. And there was a 1 goal difference.
But yeah, we appreciate you staying to the end of the video. If you have, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be doing a match prediction tomorrow for the Nottingham Forest game on the weekend.
Come on, Gunners.
Let's celebrate this win. Till next time.